And I hope everyone's having a beautiful Sunday so far. I sure am. Are we ready for the moon tonight? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's stand and let's sing our opening song today, the Bellamy Brothers.
With a twist.
With a twist.
Good morning, everybody. My name is David Burke, and I am your trustee on duty today. And it is my pleasure to first welcome back Ruth. Thank you. Always.
Eddie.
And Eddie, or Deed, sorry. It's my first time, so bear with me. Any new faces, returning faces, it's a pleasure to see you.
I have a friend.
Okay.
Introduce Courtney. She's
Courtney.
in Valley currently.
All right. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. Please stay after and have some refreshments and get to know us a little bit. All right. On behalf of Reverend Donna Maurer and the Board of Trustees and our wonderful practitioners, I am privileged to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are truly welcome here. Here you will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you were meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. On the back of your programs, you will find our Declaration of Principles. Please join me in reading them now, and I'll try not to mess them up along the way. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. So, I would like to thank all the people that make this Sunday celebration possible. And first of all, it is all of you in the chairs. You're the ones who make this place special, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And thank everyone who helps to make this Sunday celebration special. So many people do things in the background. It is well appreciated, and you should try it. It's very rewarding. Please direct your attention to the announcements that are in your bulletin. And if you are watching online, please visit cslaz.org for our announcements and events calendar. Please silence your cell phones.
And the words for our Namaste song are inside the first page of your bulletin if you'd like to join along. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste, namaste.
Good morning. My name is Louise, and I am your practitioner today. And the practitioners are the healing arm of the church. So if you have someone you would like to pray for, please be sure to put a request in the box because we love praying for you. So just get comfortable. Close your eyes if you want. And just know that there is one power, one presence in the universe. And I know that it is perfect. It expresses everyone and everything. And I call it God. It is good, and it expresses all good. I know that I am one with this power and presence, and as I know this about myself, I know this about each and every person who is here today. We are all one, and we are all expressions of God. I know that we are each called to a deeper awareness of the beloved God. We are each called to be the love of God so that God is fully expressed in the universe. As I know this about myself, I know this about each and every person here. And I know that the service today is unfolding with deep love and awareness as it is meant to be, and that Ruth's words guide and inspire us. And we are so grateful for Ruth being here today. And so it is. So my talk today is called The Secret to a Life of Grace and Ease. It's by a writer by the name of Terry Britt. Ever wonder why so many people suffer? I have. I was one of those people who lived my life worrying about things, always in a constant struggle. I never believed life could be like it is now, filled with joy, abundance, grace, and ease. The biggest reason I suffered was that I had a religious belief that said I am a sinner. I took that belief to mean that I was bad and not worthy of God's abundance and love. I have chipped away at that old belief. I've read different definitions of what sin really means, one being an ancient archery term that means off the mark. What I have learned is that sin means we are simply being human. And in our humanness, we disconnect from the love inside of us. God is love, and love is God. To connect to God, you must tap into the love inside of you. Loving yourself unconditionally is the way there. Loving yourself unconditionally means you must be kind and gentle to yourself, no longer judging yourself. Many of us have been taught to believe that if we love ourselves, honoring our thoughts, feelings, passions, and dreams, we are being selfish. In other words, we are being sinners. And if we are sinners, we are bad. So to avoid our fear of God's wrath, we continue to deny ourselves. As a result, we feel stressed out, depressed, angry, frustrated, alone, and just never quite enough. We believe our pain is caused by people and circumstance outside of ourselves, but our suffering is due to a disconnection from unconditional love. You don't deserve to suffer and struggle. You stop the pain when you stop seeing yourself as anything but love and give yourself permission to align with God. You say yes to love when you say yes to yourself. You are not bad, you are human. And to be human means you're going to feel disconnected at times. You're going to be off the mark. But to get on the mark, you must accept that you are human. It's time to stop judging your humanness. You are here to have a human experience. That is why you are on this planet. The more you can accept this and love yourself, releasing all judgment, the sooner you'll move into unconditional love and align with God. It is in this alignment where you experience peace, joy, passion, playfulness, and purpose. And with that inner abundance, you will attract unlimited outer abundance. Love attracts love. As you own this truth, your life will flow with grace and ease. And as you say yes to yourself, you live as an expression of God in human form. You live as unconditional love. As you give yourself full permission to love and accept yourself, miracles will show up everywhere. Your suffering will end, and you'll open up to receive a life of grace and ease, because you know you are worthy of it. Namaste. So I light this candle knowing that we each hold the light of God within and take it with us.
by. I'm losing track of days, I'm losing sleep at night. I am not okay, I'm hanging on the rails. So if I say I'm fine, I just know I've learned to hide it well. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know, when it's all said and done, I am not okay, but I know it's gonna be alright. I am not okay, but I know we're gonna be alright. I woke up today, I almost stayed in bed, had the devil on my back, voices in my head. Some days it ain't all bad, some days it all gets worse. Some days I swear I'm better off laying in the dirt. Well, I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. God knows, I know, when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but I know it's gonna be alright. Well, it's not okay, but I know we're gonna be alright. I know one day we'll see the other side. Rain will wash away and that holy water tide. We're gonna be alright. I know can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. God knows, I know, when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but I know it's gonna be alright. Well, it's not okay, but I know we're gonna be alright. It's not okay, but you know you're gonna be alright.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Heather. I said between Heather and Dee, we've lost an entire member of the congregation. Where did that come from? Hi, my name is Ruth Bennett, and I'm so happy to see so many people I don't know. We now live in Ecuador, so we've been meeting a lot of new people, and so I've started introducing myself as Ruth, short and biblical. And people rarely forget my name. It seems to work for me. Just kind of a short bio as to who I am. I was raised as a Christian Scientist, so when a friend, and I had not attended in decades, and a friend introduced me to the Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle, and it sounded so familiar because they both really come from the same roots. So I started attending the church there and attended all kinds of classes, and when we decided to move to Arizona, I had to make sure that there was a center nearby. So here we are in Green Valley, and a motto. I received my practitioner certificate credentials in 2015, more or less, más o menos. And we moved to Cuenca, Ecuador in late 2019, right before the pandemic. Not the greatest time to move to a new country, though no one told us. The nearest center to Cuenca, Ecuador, is in Lima, Peru. And any of you that are geographically challenged have to know that having to go to another country to attend church is really not practical. So I started a study group. And as far as I know, there's one center and one study group in South America, so there are lots of opportunities there. But my group is just fascinating, and I love them so much. To give you an idea, we have an 82-year-old French woman who was a champion ballroom dancer in Australia. We have a Brit and his deaf partner, a retired Navy pilot who had been a practitioner and is married to a Venezuelan woman. Another fellow who worked for Hallmark, studied Eastern religions, and he married a Cuencana. I got to perform the ceremony. So it's just such a fascinating mix of people. And Osiri and Ana Maria don't speak a whole lot of English, and Christian, he's deaf. So they all hold their phones out with Google Translate on them. And so as people speak, it just translates it so they can keep up, and then they can participate. It's just, the technology is just so fascinating. So that group is a grace for me. And I think that they would say that I'm a grace for them, because there's nothing similar to a Science of Mind church in Cuenca, or all of Ecuador for that matter. And it has been an ease. As I said, I've got a former practitioner. One of our relatively new members is a ministerial student. So, when we hear ministerial student, we think church. So who knows? She still has more than a year to go. But the opportunities are just fascinating. Some of you may have seen one of the bricks out on the wall here around the fountain. It says ease and grace, grace and ease. And that's one that Dee and I put up there, because those really are words that have meant a great deal to me. The first time I really put some energy into that words, I was the board president for an organization called the People's Memorial Association, which is an affiliate of the Funeral Consumers Alliance, which some of you have heard about because I talked about it all the time. So we were changing office space, and I was in the old office packing up things. In the new office, we had people painting and putting in tiling and molding, and I knew the move was sort of in a really tight timeline. So we got the truck filled, we got my old PT Cruiser filled, and all the way there, about 20-minute drive, I'm chanting to myself, ease and grace, grace and ease, because what if the painters what if they're still laying carpet? I'm just like, ease and grace and ease and grace. And we pulled into that parking lot just as the painters and the carpet people pulled out. And I thought, this stuff works. Now, there are multiple definitions of grace. I just had to look it up because I love dictionaries. So a short prayer before a meal, somebody's saying grace. An elegance of movement. Somebody's graceful, has such grace. Doing honor to somebody or something. He graced me with his presence. There are a couple of more. Most of them are around that biblical definition of an unmerited favor from God, or even more Christian, the free and unmerited favor of God as manifested in the salvation of sinners and the bestowing of blessings. I'm not wild about any of those. Unmerited, ugh. The definition that I found that I prefer is courteous goodwill. I like that, courteous goodwill. And I think that covers what we really want to say here. Did you know that grace and grateful come from the same root word in Latin, gratus, and that is defined as meaning pleasing, thankful, or welcome. I like knowing how words are put together. I studied a lot of linguistics in college, and words kind of fascinate me. So gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of our lives, while grace is the ability to accept and forgive ourselves and others. I think that's a gift. I still like courteous goodwill the best. Dr. Holmes taught that grace is not a divine gift bestowed upon a worthy, but constant and unconditional givingness from the Spirit to its creation. It's the natural result of aligning with the law of good and experiencing the universe as a loving presence. Dr. Holmes emphasized that grace is not something one has to earn or beg for, but rather a recognition of the constant divine flow of love and support. That's a lot better, isn't it? Well, thank you, Dr. Holmes, but I still like courteous goodwill. Have you ever been the giver or recipient of someone paying for your coffee at a drive-thru? The first time I was a recipient, I was pulled into a Mickey D's to get a cup of coffee on my way to work, and the person in front of me paid for my coffee, and I got up to pay for it, and they said, "Oh no, that guy already paid for it." I mean, it was probably $2 or less at the time, but I tell you, I felt like $1 million. So of course I had to pay for the guy behind me. You have to be a little careful, because I did hear of a woman this happened to, and somebody paid for her coffee, so she said, "Oh, I'll pay for the van behind me," and it was a little league team that had that had all ordered meals. Oh well. In any case, it was a touch of grace for the person who paid and for the person who received. I understand that a number of you have just finished a class on the 4 agreements. One of my very favorite books, definitely life-changing for me. So I think that was a way of bestowing grace upon yourself. How, may you ask? Okay, what's the 2nd agreement? Don't take anything personally. Don't take anything personally. So why would you get upset when someone says or does something that you don't like? Don't take it personally. You know it isn't about you. You know it's the other person's stuff. Give yourself some grace by not taking on their stuff. What a beautiful and loving gift for yourself. I got something on Facebook this last week, and it kind of spoke to me. It's a simple and powerful 2-word phrase. Let them. You go to a family dinner, which have become a little heated in the last year or two. Just because they believe something you don't, let them. Golfing buddies make fun of your swing, let them. An idiot, a loving child of God, cuts you off in traffic. Pull over and let them by. Let them. My grandpa used to say that convince a fool against his will and you have not convinced him still. There's just no point to it. Let them. Obviously, it doesn't work in every circumstance. You really don't want your kids playing with matches. Well, depending on the age of your kids. But give yourself the grace to not let another person control your feelings and your actions. You control your own. Give yourself some grace. Last week, Reverend Donna said, sometimes we forget that we're already living in a world of blessings. And in those moments, we tend to see life from a sense of lack. We focus more on what we don't have. We separate giving and receiving, and we measure what we give against what we receive. Well, yes, but are we diminished in any way for giving grace? That courteous goodwill to anyone, everyone we meet? It's not like our checking account is seriously depleted by paying for the coffee in the next guy's car, or letting that child of God, drive in front of me. Do you know that there are some gestures to let other drivers know that you made a mistake? I mean, I've wondered that because we all goof up sometimes driving. It says you put your palm to your face and nod. That's to let the other person know, I realize I screwed up. Please forgive me. And wouldn't that be great if more of us did that? Google it. So I think it's a really wonderful idea to acknowledge that, yes, I'm sorry I made an error. I cut in front of you. I didn't signal. I did whatever we do. You know, I didn't give the right of way when entering the freeway. Or my gripe in Green Valley is that's a deceleration lane, not the right lane of the freeway. Make grace a part of your day. Every day, you'll find a multitude of opportunities to give yourself grace and give it to others. I was at Safeway when we got here Monday, just picking up a few basics, and the woman in front of me gave the checkout lady a Starbucks gift card. And the checker was kind of shocked and asked why, and the customer just said, "It looks like you've had a tough day, and I just think you deserve this." Everyone in the line smiled. The checker was just over the moon. No one had ever done, well, I don't know, but she acted as if no one had ever done that before. I was going to say a $5 gift card, but is there anything at Starbucks for $5 anymore? I owned a travel agency in Seattle a number of years ago. My partner hadn't shown up, so I was there alone. It was a busy day. It was a Monday. And so I was, all of the walk-ins, all of the phone calls, everything I was dealing with by myself. And a woman called, and I will say I was curt. And she said to me, the grace that she gave me was, "Have I done something to offend you?" Whoa, if that didn't bring me back to the present. And I took a deep breath and I apologized. I didn't give her an excuse. I just said, "You're right. I'm sorry. How can I help you?" And that was just such a gift to me about being present and listening. I'll never forget her and the lesson that she taught me about just being present. There are things she could have said and I would have deserved them, but instead she allowed me to focus on the important thing in that moment, which was listening and serving her and meeting her needs. What a gift of grace. I volunteered a couple of places in Cuenca, some food banks and homeless shelters and different places. And I was coming to the States one time, and the director of one of them called Hearts of Gold asked if I could pick up some reading glasses. Reading glasses are $10 to $20 in Cuenca, which doesn't necessarily sound much to us, but when the minimum wage is $450 a month, $15 is a lot of money. And so I brought back some, and she gave me some pictures, which I have on my phone. There was one grandmother actually. The parents were not in the picture. She was raising her grandchildren. And she was a seamstress. She couldn't see any longer. And so just this simple pair of, at that time, 99-cent glasses allowed her to work and support her family. Well, and wasn't that grace all around? So every time I come, we probably have 70 pairs of glasses we're taking back this time. You know, at $1.25 a pair, I can afford to do that. And people in Cuenca who can't see because they don't have any reading glasses can work or read to their children. Again, that's just such a grace for me to be able to do that. I don't think that ease has a whole lot that needs to be explained. With grace comes ease. Grace is not to be begged for. It comes easily when we are aligned with that law of good, according to Dr. Holmes. We can easily bestow that gift of grace to ourselves, easily. We can bestow it on others, easily. Courteous goodwill is available for us to share every minute of every day. So go out there today and bestow grace on someone or on yourself. What a glorious way to show your loving nature. Namaste.
Slow down, you move too fast. Gotta make the moment last. Just kick it down the cobblestones. Looking fun and feeling groovy. Feeling Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do you feel it? Dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Morning time, drop petals on me. Life, I love you, feeling
Fun. So fun.
It is now time Would you join me in the offering affirmation? My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And I am so grateful. I am grateful to know that God is all there is, and that each of us is a divine spark of that infinite flame. That who we are and what we are part of that divine nature, those jewels on Indra's net. I know that as we go about this week, we do so in grace, giving and receiving. It's our opportunity to show that we know that God is love. And I am so thankful for all of these beautiful souls in this room. I am so grateful for my group in Cuenca and for all the centers around the world, that we are here to be that center of love and of grace. And I know that it's not up to us to know how or why, but to know that it is, as we put that out into the law, which can only say yes. And I invite you to say with me, as we anchor this knowledge and this belief, and so it is. Thank you. This was fun. Thank you. So shall we?
Can you bring the sock puppets?
Yes, I'm not sure where the sock puppets are. Did I give them to you, Don? Oh, well. Maddie and Roscoe and Penny and, yes. Those of you that missed that. From now on, there are just two kinds of people in the world, those that have met Maddie and Roscoe and those who have not. Will you join Grant in a circle as we sing our closing song?